add to these costs. Architecture. Centralized cloud platforms remain a bottleneck in end-to-end IoT solutions. Any disruption there can affect the entire network. And this is where blockchain comes in. Blockchain technology and IoT offer a new world of promise and can be leveraged to address the problems described above. Open standards based distributed IoT networks can solve many of the problems associated with today's centralized cloud-based IoT solutions, including security, scalability, and cost. For example, connected devices could communicate directly with distributed ledgers. Data from those devices could then be used by smart contracts to update and validate the data and subsequently deliver it to all interested participants in the business network. This would reduce the need for human monitoring and actions and promote trust in the data generated by the devices. Decentralized blockchain networks can also improve the security of IoT solutions by executing predefined smart contracts and implementing specific consensus mechanisms that eliminate actions from compromised devices. So, trusting data from the ever-increasing IoT devices is becoming one of the main issues to be resolved as more and more automated intelligent systems will start making decisions on the data that it is captured, generated, and transmitted by these IoT devices. In fact, the entire artificial intelligence and machine learning domain will flourish with this trusted data. IoT with blockchain can bring real trust to captured data. The underlying idea is to give devices at the time of their creation an identity that can be validated and verified throughout their life cycle with blockchain. There is a great potential for IoT systems in blockchain technology capabilities that rely on device identity protocols and reputation systems. With a device identity protocol, each device can have its own blockchain public key and send encrypted challenge and response messages to other devices, thereby ensuring a device remains in control of its identity. In addition, a device with an identity can develop a reputation or history that is tracked by a blockchain. Smart contracts represent the business logic of a blockchain network. When a transaction is proposed, these smart contracts are autonomously executed within the guidelines set by the network. In IoT networks, smart contracts can play a pivotal role by providing automated coordination and authorization for transactions and interactions. The original idea behind IoT was to surface data and gain actionable insight at the right time. For example, smart homes are a thing of the present and most everything can be connected. In fact, with IoT, when something goes wrong, these IoT devices can even take action, for example, ordering a new part. We need a way to govern the actions taken by these devices, and smart contracts are a great way to do so. Let us now look at some of the IoT use cases using blockchain. The combination of IoT and blockchain is creating a lot of new possibilities for using smart devices in the asset management cycle. As assets go through the various phases of their life cycle, devices monitor different aspects and integrate the data from the assets into a blockchain of the business participants to provide real-time trusted data. With blockchain's smart contract, rules can be created to monitor and control the temperature of a building based on the consumption of energy and price information of the energy from suppliers participating in the network. Similarly, the quality and the price of the food items can be determined based on the real-time refrigeration data used in transportation. In another example, IBM, along with Samsung, demonstrated the use of blockchain in autonomous washing machines that can reorder detergent and replacement parts and arrange for after-sales services using smart contracts. Several consortiums, such as Chain of Things and startup companies, have demonstrated other smart ways of leveraging distributed ledgers in IoT networks to automate the end-to-end processes and integration with business participants. Following are some blockchain-based IoT use cases for different industries. Supply chain. Lack of visibility is a key problem in the supply chain. Even when data on the process is available, it's not reliable enough that it should trigger concrete actions. Blockchain can help solve some of the key problems in the supply chain like visibility, optimization, and demand. It can ensure proper access control for data shared among participants in the supply chain. A supply chain with continuous real-time access to reliable shared data in blockchain can be optimized more efficiently than that of traditional supply chains. Concrete supply chain use cases based on blockchain and IoT include tracking food items from farm to packaging and shipping, identifying contamination and reducing food waste in the supply chain. These use cases make use of location, refrigeration, soil, and weather data streams in an IoT blockchain to make all relevant data available to participants in real time. Energy and utilities. Blockchain has disruptive potential for the energy industry. Blockchain-supported IoT networks of energy grids enable peer-to-peer transactions of energy. In one application, excess rooftop solar energy is sold to other users who need it, all of which is paid for and recorded through a blockchain. Startup companies like Filament are also building mesh networks of smart devices that monitor energy grids and fix any issues that arise as quickly as possible. Home automation. IoT-enabled technologies are being used in smart cities and intelligent buildings to improve operations, security, and the experience of residents. A huge number of devices and sensors are being used to monitor and manage these facilities. A blockchain-enabled IoT network can secure devices and the data collected from them. All facility management suppliers can participate in a private blockchain to provide timely service and automate the payment process based on the actual work done or the quality of service. It would be a good exercise for all students to find out in what other domains the combination of blockchain and IoT is transforming the processes and much more.